Dress it up and make it real for me. Whatever that fuck that.
Hey guys, it's Bewitching Hour. Well, technically Bewitching Hour started already. And this is organic rosehip seed oil. Because I can't find my Laneige, my lip balm, and I think it probably fell out at work, which makes me really, really sad because that stuff is expensive. I think it's like $16 for the lip balm. Or I might have lost it and it'll pop up, and hopefully it's in the car. But yeah, it's 3 in the morning. I got off of work at 1 a.m., my first job, and I'm going back in to my second job at 6. So lovely Thanksgiving. I worked literally through Thanksgiving, you know, 'tis his life. May it not be my life very soon, and that abundance and prosperity and financial stability comes my way, because I speak it and it shall be. And I don't have to be away from family, and I can have a steady work-life balance as well as financial security with great benefits and lovely hours and more time to spend with my son and put it into myself as well. I share. But yeah, I just wanted to do a late night chat with you guys while y'all watch me mess up my face. So let's talk retrograde. I am not an astrologist. I am not, well versed in this area. I basically operate off of intuition and what the spirits tell me I need to, work with. Mind you, spirits ain't been talking lately. They probably like, well, bitch, we about to see if you can figure it out. Because usually I have dreams, but intuitively I've been guiding myself and, just working through stuff. I have a really big trigger that I need to just deal with overall. A really big trigger. And with this trigger, it's pretty tough. My brushes aren't clean, by the way. Look, I just used them not too long ago. It's my face. I'll clean them. I need new brushes. I wish I could just buy new brushes and just throw away the old ones and just have a round of new brushes so I don't have to wash them. Anyways, so yeah, my trigger that I'm currently dealing with, and it's not like necessarily like I can't let it go. It's more of it's frustrating because it affects a lot of things. And I hate trying to show somebody like, hey, this is what you're doing and it affects XYZ. I think I have an issue with, or I know I have an issue with trying to get people to see things. And I have to learn, like, sometimes you're not here to necessarily make somebody see. You just have to, you gotta tell them, and they have to learn, like, they have to learn their own way. And if they learn the hard way, then they learn the hard way. You can't keep people from trying to learn the hard way. And I think that's what it is. It's like, I'm trying not to go through somebody learning the hard way because they refuse to see the bigger picture. And then I just feel like people are, sometimes caught up in bullshit, and they're okay with the illusions that they live in. So trying to talk them out of their illusion is like, what's the point in doing that? Why? If they want to stay in that space, let them stay in that space. Stop trying to make people see, you know. So that's like an issue that I'm dealing with. Why am I twisting this and it clearly comes out? Brick. Yeah, so that's one thing. Another thing is trying to figure out if there's anything else I need to do with my face. Who knows? Another thing is speaking my mind. Like, if I don't speak my mind, it turns into a situation where I'm like really frustrated, and then it'll be like a build up, and I'll just blow up and be like, this is why, yada yada yada. So that's like one thing that I'm trying to deal with, like how to balance speaking my mind without getting irritated. I have not mastered that yet, and I would love to. I would love to master that, but I'm just like, dang, why can't people just do what they supposed to do? You ain't gotta worry about trying to master shit. Just do it the first time, and I ain't gotta we ain't gotta go through this. Just do it once. Just do it, and then let things go smooth. Why can't shit happen like that? But life ain't perfect. Those are the things that I'm dealing with. Triggers, and you can just sum it up to my anger management when things aren't obviously, like, people don't see what they're doing, and I should have got that glitter off my face. Now it's stuck under my foundation. Whatever, I don't care. It's not even that deep. I'm about to be at work for like 4 hours, but then it's gonna bother me because I know it's there, and they're gonna be like, oh my god. They might even say it in my face. They're gonna be like, girl, did you see her makeup, girl? Ooh, look at her. She over there looking like, I feel like people talk about you when your shit ain't how it's supposed to be. Cause I talk about you. And I ain't got no room to be talking about nobody. Mercury retrograde actually started October 31st, but then there was a shadow period. I don't remember when the shadow period started, but the shadow period ends December 7th. And I always know what's about to like take place during the shadow periods. Like, retrograde is more of like it's more of like the testing to see if you're still going along with those same cycles, those same toxic cycles, or you're just paying attention. It's just making you aware of things that you need to work on. So it's like during the shadows, I already know, okay, this is what I need to work on, because something will happen, and then the retrograde will be like that moment where everything slows down, you break everything down, and you apply what needs to be applied, and you work on what needs to get worked on. I feel like my nose is running. But a lot of people think like that there's a lot of like misconception where everybody feels as though shit just goes bad during retrograde, and a lot of good things can happen. You just have to look at it from a different perspective. Or I feel like retrograde is the new version of Christianity, where people blame Satan for shit not going right in their life. So it's just like the new phase for people to put their responsibility on. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna blame retrograde because I can't get over my ex. I'm gonna blame retrograde because X, Y, and Z. No, retrograde is just slowing things down to show you where you keep looking up. has nothing to do because Mercury said, oh, I'm going retrograde. That means that you can just do all your bullshit. No, this is a time period where you need to be accountable for a lot of stuff. If I'm rambling, I'm sorry. It's late. Like, the fuck? The fuck? What you want me to do? The fuck? My contour kit from Anastasia. Yeah, being accountable for your bullshit is what this time period is about. So I'm accountable for allowing certain things to continue to trigger me. I'm accountable for not knowing how to redirect the energy into something instead of always having to say what's on my mind, which I need to work on, because always saying what's on your mind isn't necessarily the right thing to do, because sometimes you talk so much, it's like clearly it's not going anywhere. No matter how much talking you do, it's not going to change. Just chalk it up to say this is what this is going to be and let it be that. I really wish I had a bigger mirror. Is this a mirror? I'm like asking y'all, is this a mirror? Oh, that made a mirror. Hey girl. You look good. Hey girl. So I'd like to know what you guys' triggers are. Like, what y'all been dealing with in this retrograde. Also, I've actually enjoyed, or more like taking advantage of, not being on social media. And it's more of I can focus now. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I'm literally doing what I'm supposed to do. I deactivated my Facebook, Instagram. I'm going to let Snapchat delete itself, because I'm like, I don't really use Snapchat. And if I ever do use Snapchat, it'll probably just to bring more awareness to like whatever I end up focusing more of my attention on. What else? Like, yeah, I've literally deleted most of my social media, and I deleted the apps. Like, I literally deleted the apps off my phone so I wouldn't have to like be like, okay, let me log in. So it forces me to get up and be like, okay, what are we doing today? You know what I'm saying? And I actually appreciate that. I had to work on Thanksgiving. I mean, I missed out on the food and being around family, but I would have loved it to go a different way. Like, I guess I'm more of like in a habit of trying to I want to do more family stuff, and I just feel like I have to let go of trying to have this family dynamic, because I just hate chasing, and I hate being disappointed. And my Anastasia glow kit is in a freaking bathroom too. But this red hair make me look like somebody's grandma. Like, you know, like the old women, they got that red hair with the little swoop-de-doo. Those swoop-de-doo. Okay, y'all. So, we gonna end this. We gonna see if I can do a little chopped and screwed, a little clip-de-dip, and upload this video just for bullshit, so y'all can be like, this is what you do at 3 o'clock in the morning? Ridiculous. Get a life. Go to bed. I bet you wish you could. But I look so good. Oh, you know what? Lord, thank you. Let's just say like a quick blessings to the Most High, because certain things happen for a reason, and it pushes you to do things that you are ultimately not comfortable with doing, or you aren't used to doing, simply because of laziness. And I appreciate this late night experience because it's actually pushing me to do things I actually love. Like, I like doing makeup, even though I'm not a professional. I'm still learning. I'm sure there's some techniques that I can definitely pick up on, but I like what I do and I like how I look. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that I had an opportunity to pick up extra money, even though that means like that money's going towards bills. It's more of the fact that I don't have to literally stress about, oh my God, where my next dollar is coming from. You know, I will pray and I'll continuously pray. And actually, you know, things are lining up. But for security and blessings to come my way, I'm going to continue to be thankful, even during times where I'm very frustrated and there are things going on that I don't appreciate, or I just wish things would just be how I would love it to be. I'm thankful for my opportunities. I'm thankful that I do have 2 jobs, even though, you know, they're part-time, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I'm in a position to take care of things. I am thankful that my son is well taken care of. I'm thankful for my parents for being in my life, because there are some people that literally have to do it by themselves, and I always say I'm doing it by myself. And yes, I'm a single mother, and that's just something that you just have to be like, yeah, Britt, you're doing it by yourself in that sense, but you have people that are going to make sure your son goes without. I just have to be thankful for the things that are there, and I'm thankful. And I get to go to work and I get to feel great. I'm going to be tired. I'm thankful that I sold my second item on Mercari. It's actually putting me more in the mindset of how to handle a business, because I get excited because I'm like, oh, I get to package stuff up. I get to make use of all that shit in my closet, wrapping paper, Christmas bowls. I got a whole bunch of look, like, I'm like Martha fucking Stewart. My last name's Stewart, but bitch, I'm Martha. And Martha got a whole bunch of shit in there. By the way, I got Martha Stewart's paints, pastel paints. And bitch is expensive, because I love Hobby Lobby and Michaels, but whatever. It's putting me in the mindset of how to handle business. It's putting me in the mindset of how to promote and continually push. Yes, I'm doing it because I'm like, hey, it would be great to have like a little side money here and there that I can like do little stuff for me, or like for my son, or whatever case may be. But it's getting me in that space where I'm like, okay, so if I can continue to do this and I continue to hustle in this area, then what else will I be willing to do moving forward? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm thankful. I just need to continue to be in a better mindset and not be frustrated at things that irritate the fuck out of me. Plus, I want to show you something. So I have this deck called the Moonology Oracle card deck. So the card that I pulled was Adjustments Are Required, and it's the 3rd quarter moon. And then my bottom card of the deck, I always flip the card over. I can't remember what it's called, but the bottom card is relative to any card that you pull. So the bottom card is Personal Issues Reaches Resolutions, and that's a full moon in Cancer. And the funny thing about this is that my moon, based on my tropical birth chart, is my moon is in Cancer. So I was like, okay, I see you, y'all speaking or whatever. So yeah, everything that I'm speaking now is like, things are aligning. Like the most high has me, and I just have to continue to keep that in mind. Like, somebody told me in the beginning, or somebody, I think when I found out I was pregnant, I think I got a reading done. I don't remember. I can't remember if she told me this. Either way, she told me this, and I think another girl that did my reading, they both told me this. And I think they're both from New York. So it's kind of like cool. But whatever. Mothers are protected. And you just have to align yourself. And they just told me, like, you're protected. Like, the Most High is not going to let you and that child go without. Like, you have to keep that in your mind. And yeah. So, I'm going to end this. You know, I got to do a little clippity, choppity to make this video shorty so y'all can watch me do nothing and ramble on camera. That's it. Peace.